and welcome to another episode of the Power Principles. My name is Gaisang, and today we are going to be speaking about how to get funding and sponsorships for your ideas, for your products, for your events. Okay, and now I know this is a very hot topic and there's a lot of buzz going around about do this and do that. I just want to debunk the myths behind this whole process. I've personally used this very system and this very methodology I'm about to tell you to raise funding for my own business and my events. So just a very quick caveat here. Getting funding and sponsorships is actually easier than you think, because there are people and organizations that have a lot of money, surpluses of money, and they are looking for ways to invest these monies into get a return on interest. The following method I'm about to teach you, I have personally used to raise over 175,000 in funding for my personal events and also for my business. And I know that it works because I've used it before and it does work. Okay, so what is the first step? It's about understanding who you want to fund you. And I want to break this down into three subsets of people, right? We have your hot leads, your warm leads, and your cold leads. So who are your hot leads? Who are your warm leads? Who are your cold leads? Hot leads are people that you know, okay? Who are very close to you, who know you very, very well. Close family friends, close family members, okay? People who you talk to on the phone regularly, or you've spoken face to face a number of times. You guys are quite intimate. This can be your mother, your father, your uncle, your cousins, your close friends that you spend time with on the weekends all the time. This can be people that you go out with oftentimes. Holidays, vacations to the beach or overseas. These are your hot leads. These are people who already know you, like you, and trust you. Alright, you've built an affinity with them. They've built an affinity with you. Then we have what are called your warm leads. These are people who know who you are but might not be as close as your hot leads. So, people, your work colleagues from work, people you go to church with, extended relatives that you see once or twice a year. These could be people in your parents' networks, people that your parents know that you don't know, people that your friends know that you don't know that are in your friends' networks. Okay, these are people who know who you are but are not really close. They've heard about you, you've probably talked with them once or twice, but you're not as close as hot leads. But there's still an element of trust. They trust you, probably not as much as a hot lead, but they know who you are and they trust you. Then finally, we have cold leads. Cold leads are people who don't know who you are at all. These are people that you approach cold and you try to sell them on your deal. So these could be banks, institutions, private companies, private funders, people that, you know, joint venture capitalists who are in the business of investing, but you need to sell them first. So you need to get their trust first. The reason why I bring these three types of people is usually when somebody says, I'm looking for a sponsor or funding for their project, their next project, or their next event, or their next idea, they always look at cold leads. They're always thinking, okay, who do I need to pitch? Who do I need to, I need to go to the bank. I need to go to enterprise development and apply. I need to try and pitch all these people. The thing about that is you're pitching people who don't know you, who don't, you have to build their trust. They have to like you, and you have to do a lot of selling, which generally is the case, but it's but it's more difficult. And the other thing is, what it does is you're missing out on these two other groups, the hot and the warm leads. Because if you think about what's happening when you get into funding and sponsorships, it's almost like getting into a marriage with this business partner. They are putting in a lot of risk and they're putting their skin on the line, seeing that, hoping that your idea is going to work. And so you do a lot of selling if it's somebody you've never seen or who's never seen you before. Just like walking up to a complete stranger and asking for their hand in marriage. You know, I mean, that's probably not going to be a very successful proposal. But if you look at your hot leads, if you look at your warm leads, you find that pitching these people first will actually get you more results. In fact, I can tell you that when I started looking for funding and sponsorships, I actually got almost 90% of my income from the hot and the warm leads, and only 10% did I get from the cold leads. So what I would really suggest, and this is a mindset that you need to look at, is sit down and write down all your hot leads, all the people who know you and trust you and like you, right? Close friends and family. List them down. Go through your phone book, go through your Facebook, write down all the warm leads, people you know from church, people you know from work, people who know who you are, people in your friends' networks, people in your parents' networks, your parents or your uncles and your aunts. Write these people's names down and begin to pitch these people first. This on itself, before someone talks about how to do your presentation and how to bring across your argument and sell them, just focusing on these two sets of people first will give you such a leg up on most people. Some people might say, hey, but I don't know that many people in my network. All the hot leads in my network, they can't or they won't. I've tried them. Well, try the people they know. Try your friends' parents, try your friends or their network. There's one billionaire that I know in my city who actually told us that his first business was a mine in which he found land. He wanted to buy the land after he found out that there were minerals inside. And what he did was he went to all his friends' parents. He was still a young guy, and he pitched his friends' parents to give him a portion of the money so that he could buy the land. And that's actually how he started and got his first funding. That actually became the beginning of his empire. Currently, this man owns 12 different businesses. He's a billionaire. And so, again, this is what I put across to you to say, that don't start with the cold leads. Start with the hot and the warm leads first and pitch these people. Make phone calls, do presentations with them, and then after that you can start looking at your cold leads. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you really found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, share this, and also leave a comment. I read every single comment. And if you're a serious entrepreneur who wants to take your business to the next level, I have a free gift for you. Head on over to gaisangconsulting.com. I have a gift where it shows you a marketing system to really draw new paying clients and also increase your profits. Head on over to gaisangconsulting.com. I'll see you there.